Okay, so today I am going to cover this topic, general organic chemistry. In this topic there are 11 points are there which you have to study before solving any IIT or JEE entrance exam. These points mainly are the first point is the inductive effect, plus inductive effect, minus inductive effect. Second is the resonance effect, different types of conjugations, and third one is the mesomeric effect. Okay, mesomeric effect is plus mesomeric effect minus mesomeric effect. Okay, plus M and minus F. Also its applications. Fourth point is aromaticity. In aromaticity there is Haeckel rule is there. Okay, you have to study very well in this. Fifth point is the hyperconjugation effect. Okay, hyperconjugation effect. Sixth point is the reverse hyperconjugation. Seventh is electromeric effect. Electromeric is homolytic fission, heterolytic fission is there. 8th point is the reaction intermediates. Okay, which are the reaction intermediate they have covered in the syllabus? Number one is carbocation, carbanion, carbenes, carbon free radicals, carbenes and nitrines. Okay, this is the carbene, this is the nitrine. Okay, this is the free radical, this is the carbanion, C minus. Okay, C minus and C plus, carbocation. Okay, carbocation, carbanion, carbon free radical. Next, 8th or 9th point we can say. 9th point is the reagents, this electrophilic and nucleophilic reagents. 10th point is the nucleophilicity, and 11th is the dissociation constant like K, pK, Kb, pKb. Okay, so you have to first understand all these basic concepts in order to solve the questions on the general organic chemistry topic. So we will solve these questions one by one. We will slowly go from less difficult part to the more difficult part. Let's start from here. Okay, I think this is correct. Most stable electron, most stable carbanion. Okay, the first question is, which is the most stable carbanion among the following? Option A, B, C and D are given. Look this: CH3 thrice, C minus, CH3 twice, CH minus, CH3, CH2 minus, and D is CH2, C2H5 5 3 times, C minus. So we have to choose the correct option. So we will write these structures in this way: CH3 thrice, 1, 2 and 3, C minus. So this is, we can see that clearly, this is the tertiary carbanion ion. Then second is the, like this, CH2 CH3 CH, C minus, this is the secondary carbanion. And option C, CH2 CH3 CH2 minus, this is the primary carbanion ion. Again option D is CH3 thrice, so this is the tertiary carbanion. If you study well in carbocation, stability of carbocation and carbanion, the stability, which is more stable? Obviously primary carbanion is more stable than the primary carbanion is more stable than the secondary, than the tertiary. So this is the primary carbanion. You can see this is the primary carbanion, CH3 CH C minus, this is the primary carbanion. So option C is the correct option. Next, question number 2. Okay, question number 2 is that, which is most stable carbanion among these? CH3 CH2 CH2 minus, CH3 C triple bond C, C minus. Third option is CH3 CH double bond CH minus. D option is CH3 C minus double bond CH2. Now we know the basic rule that when highly electronegative atom carry negative charge, then it is highly stable. So which is highly electronegative atom in this A, B, C, D? This carbon atom carrying negative charge. Which carbon atom carrying negative charge? The when highly electronegative atom carry negative charge, then it is highly stable. So which is highly electronegative? This is the single bond C, single bond C. This is C triple bond C, C double bond C, C again double bond C. So in this single bond, triple bond and double bond, triple bond is the triple bond carbon atom is highly electronegative atom, and this highly electronegative atom carries negative charge. is the most stable is the most stable carbanion? Look, all these are carbanions, A, B, C, D. All these are carbanions. But why C triple bond C? Because C triple bond C is the highly electronegative atom. Highly electronegative atom. It carries the negative charge. This triple. So this is more stable than second double bond than the single bond. Okay. The most stable is this. Then double bond, and then also the here double bond, and then CH2. Question asks me which is the most stable carbanion. So option B is the correct option, because this electronegative atom which carries negative charge is highest stable. Higher electronegative atom among all these is C triple. Due to this triple bond, this carbon atom carries negative charge. So this is the most stable. So option B is the correct option. Next question, which is the weak acid? This is, look, you can see this is the CH3COOH. This is the acetic acid. Second second option is the CH3COOH. This is the per acid. Okay, you can see COOH. There are 3 oxygen atoms. You can see 1, 2, and 3. So this is the per acid. This is only acid. This is per acid. This is also acid. This is also acid. Okay. So all these are acid except B. What question? What is the question? Which is the weak acid? Look, now per acid. This is, I have drawn the structure of the per acid. This is the structure of the per acid. CH3COOH. Okay. There are 3 oxygen atoms. 1, 2, and 3. Now you can see the oxygen linkage. Now these both oxygens are electronegative oxygens, and due to the electronegativity, this bond is very weak bond. So it can easily break. Oxygen bond can easily break. Since it is possible to break this oxygen bond due to electronegativity of both the oxygens, this acid, per acid, is the weak acid among all these. So option B is the correct option. Okay. All other acids are just derivatives of the acetic acid. Chloroacetic acid, then this is propanoic acid. But in this there is a weak bond between oxygen. Per acid having weak acid because of the weak oxygen linkage can easily broke because of the electronegativity of both the oxygen atoms. Okay, so option B is the correct option. Next question, number 4. Which is the most acidic among the following? A, B, C, and D. Look, option A is the metachlorophenol, option B benzoyl alcohol, option C phenol, and option D is the cyclohexanol. So we will draw the structure of this. Look, first is metachlorophenol. This is the metachlorophenol. So is benzoyl, secondary benzoyl alcohol. Third is the phenol, and fourth is the cyclohexanol. So we have to decide which is the most acidic. So what is acid? Acid is the electron acceptor is acid, and electron donor is the base. Is the basic concept. So in this, which is, or proton donor is the acid and proton acceptor is the base. So which is acid? Which can easily donate the proton. From there, due to this chlorine atom, this chlorine, electronegative atom. Metachlorophenol in chlorine is at meta position. In this chlorophenol, this chlorine attracts it withdraws the electron density toward itself due to electronegativity of the chlorine atom. This pulls the electron density towards itself. How it pulls? Look, I have drawn the structure. So minus I effect of the chlorine. Due to the minus I effect of the chlorine, this proton is easily donated, and negative charge on oxygen can be delocalized on this ring, benzene ring, and due to the delocalization and due to the electronegativity of the chlorine atom, the ease of removal of this proton is very easily removed. So since it is easily removal, it is the most acidic among the all other. In all other, they are just, in these two there is the just benzene ring. There is no negative atom attached to this ring. Here no question of, in the cyclohexanol there is no question of the delocalization of the electron. Okay, in this there is a question of delocalization, but because of this chlorine atom attached, this ease of removal of this proton is very high. Therefore, it is most acidic than among all these. Okay, so option A metachlorophenol is the correct answer. Okay, number 5 question. Arrange the basic strength. Okay, arrange the basic strength 1 2 3. Okay, these two, sorry, A, B, C and D. Okay, A option is methylamine, B option is trinitro, sorry, this is the ethanamine, trinitro ethanamine. C option is the C, trinitromethanamine, sorry, trinitromethanamine. This is also methanamine, chloromethanamine, and D is the iodomethanamine. Okay, so what is the basic strength? What is the base? Base is nothing but which can donate the proton, also which can donate the electron. So which can donate the electron very easily? Look at this structure. In this structure, there are three nitro groups, 1 2 and 3. These three nitrogen groups are attached, so the electron density is easily pulled from this nitrogen, okay, this nitrogen to this carbon atom, because electron withdrawing groups, three nitro groups are attached to this carbon, so electron density can easily be withdrawn. So since electron density can easily withdrawn, these electrons are not available for the donation. Since this electron on nitrogen atom is not available for the donation, this is the least basic. First of all, we have to understand what is basic. Basic is which can easily donate the electrons. These electrons on nitrogen atom are not available here. Okay, these electrons on nitrogen atom are not available because of these three nitro groups attracts this electron density towards itself. Okay, so this is the least basic. So B is the least basic. Then you can see here in these three, chloro and iodo. You know chloro is more electronegative than iodo. So since chloro is more electronegative than iodo, this chloro is less basic than iodo, the option D. So then B, then C, then D. Now here in E and A, you can see E and A, this is ammonia, this is methylamine. Okay, just one hydrogen atom is replaced by the methyl group. What this methyl group do? This methyl group can easily donate the electron. This methyl group is electron donating group. Since it is electron donating group, it can donate the electron towards the nitrogen atom. So since the nitrogen atom can easily give this electron to another, so this is more basic than ammonia. So option A is the option. A will be the most basic than E. So A is the most basic. This option is most basic, while this is the least basic. So B, then C, then D, then E, then A. This is the sequence. So this is the basic strength of this A, B, C, D, E. Okay, now next question. Okay, arrange the increasing basic strength. Now we have to look at this, all these options, A, option B, option C, these are acids. What the question, they are twisted the question. Arrange in increasing basic strength. They have not asked us about the acidic strength, they have asked about the basic strength. They have given acids and they have asked basic strength. So what is basic strength? If the compound is more acidic, it will be least basic. Okay, the compound which is least acidic will be highest basic. So we have to understand which is higher acid. Now looking at the three options A, B, C, here chlorine, electronegative chlorine atom is attached to the CH2COOH, it's a methyl group. Here the in A and C option, only one methyl group is increased. In C to B option, one more methyl group is increased. Okay, here one methyl, here two methyls, here three methyls are there. All other structure is same. So chlorine is shifted from one carbon atom to second carbon atom to third carbon atom. So this is the inductive effect is there. Since inductive effect, decreases with the distance, the acid strength of this acid, A acid, is highest. So A will be the highest acid, okay, then C, then B. Okay, A will be the highest acid, then C, then B. But they have asked basic, so obviously B will be the highest basic, then C, then A. Okay, they have twisted questions. Don't get confused. Okay, A is the strongest acid while A is the weakest base. So A will be the, sorry, A will be the weak base and C will be the better base, then B will be the best base. Okay, basic strength, B will be the best basic. Okay, now next question. Okay, this is the question. Stability of the following carbocation. Okay, carbocation stability. We have to arrange the carbocation stability. Look at the option A, B, C, D, A, B, C, and D. CH2F, CH2 positive charge is there on carbon, fluorine, positive charge on carbon, and chlorine, methyl bromide, methyl iodide. These are all carbocations. Okay, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. All these is halogens. Okay, these are the halogens. And what they have asked? They have asked us to stability of the following carbocation, which is the more stable, F or I. So now for to answer this, we have to go in the halogen part. Okay, we know fluorine is the most electronegative atom, iodine is the least. As we go from top to bottom, size of the fluorine increases, so size of the fluoro is least while size of the iodine is highest. So this is the highest size of the iodine. Size of the iodine is big, its lone pair is not available for the coordination, therefore CH2I is weakest. CH2I, this is the weak bond. Okay, this is the weak bond. Why? Because the size of this iodo is bigger. Okay, size of this iodo is bigger than size of the fluoro is a small size. As we know, from top to bottom size increases. As the size increases, the lone pair of the iodo is not available for the coordination with the this CH2 bond, CH2 plus. This is the plus. These lone pairs on iodo is not available for the coordination. Since it is not available for coordination, it is the weak, less stable. Okay, so CH2F is the strongest while CH2I is the weakest bond or weak. So what is the stability order? Obviously CH2F will be stable, then chloro, then bromo, then iodo. So CH2I will be least stable while CH2F is the most stable. Okay, next question. Okay, compare the acidic strength of the following acid. Look at these acids. Option A, B, C. Okay. Okay. Option A, B, and C. Here single bond. Here C single bond C. C double bond C. C triple bond C. What they have asked? Compare the acidic strength of the following. So what is the hint for this? Solve this question? Acid whose conjugate base is more stable will be more acidic. Now what is conjugate base? When this acid lose the proton, then oxygen will carry the negative charge. Here negative, here, both, all, everywhere there will be negative. So that is the conjugate base of this acid. See the conjugate base of this acid. First A option, when it lose the proton, the conjugate base will be like this: C single bond C double O minus. It loses proton. This is the conjugate base of first. Okay, I will write here conjugate base of first. This is the conjugate base of second, where C double bond C is there. Okay, here C single bond C, here C double bond C. Rest is same. Again third option, C triple bond C double O minus. This is the conjugate base of the third. This third one. When it lose the proton, only negative charge will be there. Here is the negative charge. Okay, rest are the same. Now look at the left part. This carbon atom, this is sp3 carbon, here sp2 carbon, here sp carbon atom. Okay, when there is sp carbon is there, sp2 carbon is there, and sp3 carbon is there, when we compare this sp and sp2 sp3 carbon atoms, we know, we have learned in 12th standard that sp hybridized carbon is more electronegative, therefore it will decrease electron density from oxygen, and therefore more acid strength will be. Why it will be more acidic, c will be more acidic, because sp hybridized carbon is more electronegative. This carbon is sp hybridized is more electronegative carbon than this, than sp3, this sp3 carbon. Okay, this sp carbon is more electronegative than sp2 carbon than sp3 carbon. Since it is more electronegative, therefore electron density from oxygen is more, so therefore it will decrease the electron density from oxygen. Electron density will be decreased from this oxygen. This is the electron density, this electron density will decrease by this more. So since it is decreased more, c will be the strong acid. Okay, acid strength c, or c will be the strong acid. So conjugate base of c will be strong, more stable. Since it is more stable, the acid strength of c will be the more. So option c is the correct option. Okay, next question. Compare the basic strength of these a, b, c and d. Now look at here, compare the basic strength of a, b, c and d. What is a? Aniline is 4 position methyl group, so it is methyl aniline. Second is meta methyl aniline. Aniline is at the meta position, methyl group is at the meta position to the aniline. Then methyl group is at ortho position to the aniline. This is ortho aniline, this is meta aniline, this is para aniline. Orthomethyl aniline, metamethyl aniline, paramethyl aniline, and this is only aniline. Okay, now we have to compare the basic strength. So what is basic strength? What is base? What is base? Base is when it donates the electron. Now see, when we take aniline, when we take aniline, here this A, this methyl group can donate this electron. This is electron donating group. Since it is a 4 position, the ease of availability of these electrons are easy, because the electron donating group can donate the electron, and this electron can be transferred to the any other electrophile. So base, this is the strongest base among all these. Why? Because of this methyl group is attached. Okay, so A is the first. Then this ch3 group, this ch3 group is attached at the meta position, which is also electron donating. It donates electron, therefore electron donating group is at meta position. Therefore this electron on the nitrogen can easily shift it to the other electrophile. Okay, other electrophile. So easily these electron can be donated. These electron can more easily donated than these, and these electron, now we compare with this and this. Here you can see methyl group and amine group are at the adjacent carbon atom. There is a steric hindrance between this methyl and this amino group, NH2 group. So this is the less stable. So when we consider these two, this is less basic than this, because this, even though this is the methyl group is there, this methyl group and this CNH2 group, there is a steric hindrance between these two. So this is less stable. Since it is less stable, aniline is more basic than this option C. So aniline will be more basic. This D option is before than C. Remember, these options are not like this D, A, B, C, D. Options are like A is the most basic, then option B, A is the most basic, then option B, then option D, then option C. Option C is the least basic, because this methyl and amino group are in the same plane and adjacent carbon atom. Since they are an adjacent carbon, they are bulky. Therefore there is steric hindrance between these two groups. Like these two groups, there is steric repulsion, and this is less stable. Therefore, C is the least stable, and then D. Okay. So correct order of the basic strength is A, B, D, and C. Okay. Next question. Which of the following contains three pair of electrons? Which of the following contains three pairs of electrons? Option 1, carbanion, carbocation, carbon free radical, none of the above. Carbocation is carbanion C minus. Okay, carbocation C plus. Carbon free radical, there is one free radical is there. You can see here. This is the free radical. Okay, this is the free radical. One free radical is there. Okay, and none of the above. What is the question? Which of the following contains three pairs of electrons? Look at here. Three pairs. Three pairs means one bond is here, there is one electron. Okay, here there is one electron. So this is one pair, this is two pair, and this is three pair. Now if you consider option A, carbanion, one pair, two pair, and three pair. Again these two negative charge means there are two electrons. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the four pairs. How much they are asked? Three pairs they are asked. So this is the wrong option. Okay, this is the wrong option. Then we go on carbocation. Here one pair, two pair, three pair. So this is the three pairs. Now carbon free radical. Free radical is one pair, two pair, three pair, and one more extra electron is there. So this is also a wrong option. And none of the above is also wrong, because this B option contains three pairs of electrons. So option B is the correct option. Okay, option B is the correct option. Carbocation contains three pairs of electrons. So answer is B, or 2. Answer is the correct answer. Next question. Carbanion is C. This is the carbanion. Okay, either it is base, it is nucleophile, or both, or none. Okay, as we know, carbanion carries negative charge. Since it is carries negative charge, it can, what is base? Base is the electron donor, so it can donate its electron also. This negative charge can attack on the electrophile, so it can act as base also, it can act as nucleophile also. So option C is the both of the above, base and nucleophile. So option C is the correct option. Option C is the correct option. Okay, both of the above. Okay, you can see carbanion, you can see here carbanion carries negative charge. Since it carries negative charge, it can be used as a nucleophile also, and it can attract proton also. So these protons are also there. If you see this here, okay, so it can abstract this proton also this negative charge can attack. So it can be also used as base, it can be also used as a nucleophile. So this carbanion is both of the above. It can also act as a base, as well as it can also act as the nucleophile. Okay, so C option is the correct option. Next question is the carbon free radicals are, number 1, diamagnetic, number B option is paramagnetic, C option is ferromagnetic, and D option is non-magnetic. So we have to understand what is diamagnetic, paramagnetic, ferromagnetic, and non-magnetic. First of all, what is carbon free radical? Carbon free radical, this is the free radical. Okay, carbon and one electron is the free radical. Okay, now since this is the free electron, when you put this molecule or carbene in magnetic field, obviously due to the one electron is available, it will attract in the magnetic field. What is paramagnetic? Paramagnetic is attraction. Okay, what is diamagnetic? It repels. Okay, diamagnetic repulsion. Paramagnetic is attraction. So when carbene free radicals are, they are diamagnetic or paramagnetic, obviously there is due to the one electron they are paramagnetic. So option B is the correct option. Okay, Option B is why correct option? Because carbene carries only one electron. This only one electron, when you put this moiety or this compound in magnetic field, due to the single electron, if there is a single electron, this will attracts attracts in the magnetic field. Okay, this attraction when it attracts, it is called as paramagnetic. Okay, since this due to this only one electron it attracts, it is paramagnetic. So carbene free radicals are paramagnetic. What is diamagnetic? Diamagnetic, it repels. Okay, when there are two electrons, it repels. Okay, this two electron repels, but only one electron is there, and if you put in magnetic field, it will attract. When it attracts, it is called as a paramagnet. Paramagnetic is attraction. Okay, so option B is the correct option. This B option is the correct option. B option is the correct option. Now, next question. Homolytic fission of the hydrocarbon will liberate. Now, what is hydrocarbon? What is hydrocarbon? And try to understand the question. Homolytic fission of hydrocarbon will liberate A. Carbonium ion, B. Carbanion ion, then C. Free radical, and D is carbene. Now answer. In order to answer, we have to understand what is homolytic fission. First of all, what is hydrocarbon? What they have asked, homolytic fission of hydrocarbon. So this is the hydrocarbon. Carbon and hydrogen is called as hydrocarbon. Now between the bond between carbon and hydrogen, when you break this bond, homolytic fission. What is homolytic fission? This bond is formed by the two electron, one electron here and one electron from here. So when you break this bond, one electron go to carbon, one electron go to hydrogen. So this electron, you can see this figure in this one. When you broke homolytically, one electron is gone to the carbon, while another electron is with the hydrogen atom. So since there is one electron on carbon, this is called as free radical. One electron on hydrogen, this is also free radical. So this one free radical, this one free radical, there are two free radicals are there. So option, which is option? Free radical. C option is the correct option. Okay. So homolytic fission of hydrocarbon will liberate two free radicals. Okay. When we broke this bond homolytically, it will give two free radicals. So option C is the correct option. Okay. Next question. Which statement is not correct? Which statement is not correct? Okay. Which statement is not correct? Option A is NH2 is orthoparadirecting, CHO is metadirecting, C, this is carbene, is an electrophile. Option D, OH is M mesomeric minus M, OH is minus M group. Okay, so we have to choose one among A, B, C, D. Which is not correct? Which is wrong statement? Okay, look, this NH2 is electron donating group. Since it is electron donating group, it is orthoparadirecting. So this option is the correct option. Okay. Now CHO is electron withdrawing group, so it is metadirecting. This is also correct option. CCl2, this is carbene. Carbene is electrophile. Yes, it is electrophile. Okay, so this is also correct option. OH is minus, no, this is plus M. OH is electron donating group. Since OH is electron donating group, this option is the wrong option. Okay, this is the wrong option. This is the wrong option. Okay, this statement is not correct. So option D is the answer of this question. NH2 is electron donating group, so it is orthoparadirecting, so it is the correct. Okay, second is CHO is electron withdrawing group, so it is metadirecting, so this is also correct. Then third, CCl2, this carbene is electrophile. Yes, it is electrophile. Option D, OH is electron donating group. Yes, it is electron donating, but they have given minus I group. So this is the wrong statement. So this statement, D option, is the correct option. Okay, so answer is D. Next question. Least resonance stabilized molecule is least resonance table. Option A, option B, option C, and option D. Okay, this option D is the benzene ring. So this is resonance possible here? Yes, it is possible. Is resonance possible in A? Yes, resonance is. Why resonance is possible? Because there is a two lone pairs of electrons on oxygen atom and take parts in the resonance stabilization. Also, this in this there is also possibility in this structure. There is also possibility of resonance in this structure. But if you consider option C, look at C. There is no proton here. All these are methyl group. Okay, methyl and methyl group. So is there possibility of delocalization of these pi electrons anyhow? No, there is no possibility of delocalization of pi electron. Since there is no delocalization of pi electron, there is no resonance. So least resonance is there. So least resonance stabilized molecule is this. Since it is not able to delocalize these pi electrons, every in this also benzene is also electron resonating structure. Okay, resonance is possible. This electron, this can shift here, this can shift here, this can shift here. Here, in benzene, resonance structure is possible. Here also resonance structure is possible. Here also resonance structure is possible. Okay. Only resonance structure is not possible here because there is no proton here or there is no delocalization of the electron here. So option C is the least resonating stabilized molecule. So option C is the correct option. Okay. No resonance. Look, no resonance is possible. Here resonance is possible. Look from first. When it resonate, look here, then this lone pair shift here, this bond shift here, then this bond shift here. Like this is possibility of resonating structure in every structure. But here in this structure there is no possibility of resonance. Okay. Also this delocalization of pi electron in the ring is possible. Okay. Delocalization is possible. Here also benzene ring delocalization is possible. But here there is no possibility of delocalization of pi electron, no resonance. So least resonating stabilized molecule is C molecule. Okay. Next question. Okay. 19. M effect, mesomeric effect involves the delocalization of dot dot dot. Okay. Mesomeric effect involves the delocalization of dot dot dot. Number 1 A, pi electrons only. B, sigma electrons only. Option C, sigma and pi electron both. Option D, plus and minus charges. Okay. So what we have to answer this question, we should know what is M effect, mesomeric effect. Look at here. Answer: when nucleophile attack here, carbonyl carbon on the carbonyl carbon, this one is sigma electron. Okay, this is one is sigma bond, this one is pi bond. So this pi delocalized electron will shift on the oxygen. The delocalization of pi electron takes place. Sigma electron does not take place. This is pi electron, this is sigma. Between two bonds, one is pi bond, one is sigma bond. So delocalization of pi electron is possible. Delocalization of pi electron takes place. Okay. When M effect is observed, delocalization of pi electron is possible only. Sigma electron does not shift or delocalize. Sigma electrons cannot delocalize, okay, from one carbon to another carbon. So option A, pi electrons only, is the correct option because sigma electron cannot shift in B option. In here also sigma electron is there, so this is not possible, this is not possible. And plus minus, there is no shifting of plus and minus charge, there is shifting of delocalized pi electrons in M effect, mesomeric effect. Okay. So shifting of electrons, sigma pi electrons, is only possible in the mesomeric effect. So option A is the correct option. Option A is the correct option. Next. Benzoic acid is less acidic than salicylic acid. Okay. Why? They are asked to explain why benzoic acid is less acidic than salicylic acid because dot dot dot. Benzoic acid is less acidic than salicylic acid because of dot dot dot. First of all, we have to answer this question, we should know what is benzoic acid. Look at here, COOH, benzene ring. This is called as benzoic acid. In salicylic acid, ortho position there is OH group is there. The rest is the benzoic acid. Only extra OH group at ortho position is there. This is called as salicylic acid. Now they have asked why benzoic acid is less acidic than salicylic acid. Number one option is hydrogen bond. Number two is inductive effect. Number three resonance, and number four, D, is none of the above. Now look at the structure. In this structure, you can see in salicylic acid, which is the strong acid which has the strong conjugate base is called as the strong acid. So when the salicylic acid donates this proton, when the salicylic acid donates this proton, this conjugate base is like this. This is the conjugate base of this salicylic acid. This negative charge on oxygen atom. This conjugate base is more stable because here the distribution of negative charge to two oxygen atom is possible. Here is one oxygen atom and here is another oxygen atom. Okay, so this electron distribution this distribution of this negative charge in salicylic acid, the conjugate base, the distribution of the negative charge to two oxygen atom is possible. Therefore, this conjugate base of the salicylic acid is more stable. Hence, since the conjugate base is more stable due to distribution of negative charge on two oxygen atom, the salicylic acid is more stable. Now they have given hydrogen bond, inductive effect. Number one is hydrogen bond, number two is inductive effect, number three is resonance. There is no such things are there. Okay, there is no due to hydrogen bond, there is no due to inductive effect, no. So the option D is the correct option. Option D is the correct option. What is the D? What is the D? What is the D? None of the above. Why none of the above? The answer of this question is when the salicylic acid lose the proton, this conjugate base, when it lose the proton, its conjugate base is stabilized by this negative charge is stabilized by two oxygen atoms. This negative conjugate base is more stabilized because of distribution of negative charge to two oxygen atom is possible. Here distribution of negative, when it lose the proton, this proton is lose, the distribution of negative charge will not be possible between two oxygen atom. There is no oxygen atom here. There is one more extra oxygen atom in salicylic acid. Due to this conjugate base is more stable. Hence, benzoic acid is less acidic than salicylic acid. Okay. Okay. Now, correct order of the leaving group. What is the option? Option A is iodo, bromo, chloro, fluoro. Option B is fluoro. Option B is fluoro, chloro, bromo, and iodo. Option C is chloro, fluoro, bromo, and iodo. Option D is iodo, fluoro, bromo, and fluoro. Now, in order to answer this question, order of the leaving group, which is the best leaving group, which is the least not good leaving group. Okay. So when we go from top to bottom, answer of this question, from fluorine to chlorine to bromine to iodine, this is called halogen. Okay, these are the halogen series. From top to bottom, if we go from top to bottom, it increases the size. The fluorine is least smallest, while the iodine is the biggest. Since the size increases, the more bulky size, more easy to leave. Okay, since the iodine is the biggest molecule or highest in size in the halogen, therefore it is more easy to leave. So iodine is most better leaving group than bromo, than chloro, than fluoro. So order is this iodo, then bromo, then chloro, then fluoro. Fluoro, chloro, bromo, and iodo. Fluoro is the least leaving group, not fissile leaving group, but iodo is the most fissile leaving group. That means iodo is the better leaving group than bromo, than chloro, than fluoro. Fluoro is not better leaving group, iodo is the best leaving group, then bromo, then chloro, and then fluoro. This is reverse: fluoro, chloro, bromo, and iodo. Iodo is the better, then bromo, then chloro, then fluoro. So A option is the correct option. Okay, so option A is the correct option. Shifting of electron. Shifting of electron to multiple bond under the influence of reagent is called as dot dot dot. Try to understand the question first. Okay, shifting of electron of a multiple bond under the influence of reagent. If you, what the question? Shifting of electron. Okay, when nucleophile is attacked, this is the nucleophile. When attack on this carbonyl carbon, the shifting of this electron, pi electron, towards more electronegative atom under the influence of reagent, this is called as, what is this? You can answer this question. When this nucleophile attack on the carbonyl carbon, the electron is shifted on this oxygen, more electronegative oxygen atom. This is called as the mesomeric effect. Okay, shifting of electron of a multiple bond under the influence of reagent. Look at here. When it is shifting of electron of a multiple bond under the influence of reagent, it is called as option A, inductive effect, option B, mesomeric effect, option C, electromeric effect, option D, R, resonance effect. Okay, so option, what is the shifting of electron of a multiple bond? Shifting of electron of a multiple bond is electromeric effect. This is very well known. In electromeric effect is what? Shifting or complete transfer of electron pair from one to from multiple bond under the influence of reagent is called as the electromeric effect. Okay, so option C is the correct option. E effect, option C is the correct option. Now mesomeric effect. Now mesomeric effect is due to dot dot dot. Option is delocalization of sigma electron, delocalization. Option B, delocalization of pi electron. Option C, migration of hydrogen atom. Option D, migration of proton. Okay, so mesomeric effect. Look at here, mesomeric effect. In this mesomeric effect, these pi electrons are shifted from one moiety to another. Okay, so shifting of this pi electron takes place from this carbon atom to double bond. Okay, so this double bond is shifted from this to here. Now positive charge on this carbon atom is vanished, but positive charge on this carbon atom is arises due to shifting of this lone pair, due to shifting of this, sorry, not lone pair, the shifting of pi electrons. Okay, the shifting of the delocalization of electron. Okay, so pi electron, these are the pi electron. One is sigma bond, one is pi bond. There are two bonds. Among these two bonds, one is sigma bond and one is pi bond. This pi electron, delocalized pi electron, shifted from this carbon carbon bond to this, due to this positive charge, this carbon bond, and this positive there is a positive charge on this positive charge. Instead of this carbon, it is shifted to this carbon atom, electron deficient carbon atom. So this is called as the pi electron shift. So mesomeric effect is due to the delocalization of the pi electron. So B option is the correct option. Okay, pi electron is the answer. Next question. Tautomerism is due to, okay, tautomerism is due to dot dot dot. Option A, delocalization of sigma electron. Option B, delocalization of the pi electron. Option C, migration of the hydrogen atom. Option D, none of the above. Okay, so first we have to answer this question, we need to understand what is the tautomerism. So look at here. Tautomerism is the relocation of the proton. This proton, look at the proton on this carbon atom. When shifted, this bond is shifted here. This oxygen, these pi electrons are shifted on this, and then this proton from this carbon atom is shifted to this oxygen atom. O becomes OH. So this proton is vanished and it goes from this carbon atom to this oxygen atom. So tautomerism is the migration of the proton. So this is the C option. Migration of the active hydrogen atom or proton is called as the tautomerism, not the delocalization of pi electron, not delocalization of sigma electron or pi electron. The option C is the correct option. Migration of the active proton atom. This is called as the tautomerism. Okay, this is the in tautomerism both the way there is arrow. Okay, arrow is at the both the here also it is continuously this proton will be shifted from this carbon to this oxygen, again this oxygen, then this oxygen will give the here this double bond, again this proton will shift like this here. Okay, so this is reversible. Okay, so this is called as a tautomerism. So in tautomerism migration of the active proton atom takes place. So delocalization of tautomerism is the migration of the active proton atom. So C is the correct option. Okay, now which of the following is most reactive, which of the following is most reactive towards the electrophilic attack? Okay, this question is asked in 2008 all AIPMT. Okay, which of the following is most reactive towards the electrophilic attack? Okay, option A is phenol, option B is the chlorobenzene, option C is the benzoyl alcohol, then option D is the nitrobenzene. Okay, nitrobenzene. Now to answer the question, what is the question? Which is the following? Which of the following is the most reactive towards the electrophilic attack? Which is susceptible to the electrophilic attack? The compound which donates the electron is the more obviously it will which has high electron density will attack on the electrophile, and electrophile will attach to this moiety. So those substance or those compound which has having high electron density or electron donating group is there, if there is electron donating group, then it is more susceptible or more reactive towards the electrophilic attack. Now look at the option A, B, C, D. In this, OH is electron donating group. Okay, this group is electron donating group. This group is electron withdrawing group. This nitro group is also electron withdrawing group. So obviously these two options are not at all here, because they are electron acceptor, not electron donor. OH is electron donor. Here also there is no question of electron donation of this electron oxygen atom, because the CH2 group is in between this benzene and this oxygen. Here oxygen atom attached directly to this carbon atom. So as OH atom is electron donor is orthoparadirecting, therefore as OH is electron donates, it donates the electron, and a attack on electrophile takes place at ortho or para. I have shown here para position. So as also this is meta directing groups, these are electron withdrawing meta directing group, but these are the electron withdrawing groups. Okay, while this is electron donating group. What is the question? Question is, which of the following is most reactive towards the electrophile? Most reactive. These are least reactive because these are electron withdrawer. This is more reactive. This is because electron donor. This is electron donating group. Since it is electron donating group, A option is the correct option. Okay, A option is the correct option because electron donating group it attacks on the electrophile. Option A is the correct answer. Okay. Next. What is the which ester gets easily hydrolyzed? AIPMT 2015 question under alkaline conditions. Okay, which ester gets easily hydrolyzed under alkaline condition? These are the four esters: A, B, C, D. Four options are there. What is the question? I repeat: which ester gets easily hydrolyzed? AIPMT 2015 under alkaline conditions. Okay, so this is the ester. What is ester? Ester is R C double bond O O R dash. This is the general formula for the ester. Okay, this is the general ester formula. General formula for the ester. Okay, now look at here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Everywhere this is the same. Okay, this is also the same. This is also the same. Okay, this is also the same. Okay, now what is the difference? Difference is this group at 4 position. Here nitro group is there, here O methyl group, O methoxy group is there, here hydrogen, and here chlorine. So chlorine, we know chlorine is electron withdrawing, hydrogen is neutral, OCH3 is electron mesomeric effect, NO2 is electron withdrawing group. So question is, which ester gets easily hydrolyzed? So answer, in order to answer this question, in these groups NO2, OCH3, hydrogen and chlorine, NO2 group is the most electronegative atom, most electron withdrawing group than the chlorine. Okay, both are electron withdrawing groups. Chlorine is also electron withdrawing, nitro group is also electron withdrawing. But when there is a comparison between nitro group and chlorine, nitro group is more electron withdrawing or strong electron withdrawing, can easily undergoes hydrolysis, can easily undergo. So the compound which contains NO2 group can easily undergoes hydrolysis. So option A is the correct option. Okay, so the strong, due to the strong electron withdrawing, can easily undergo hydrolysis under basic condition. So A is the correct option. Next question, ortho-para directing group among the following. These are the four: A, B, C and D. Okay, this is electron. COOH is electron withdrawing group. CN is also electron withdrawing group. COCH3 is also electron withdrawing group. NHCOCH3 amide, this is the electron donating group. Okay, this is electron donating group. Okay, this is electron donating group. Since it is electron donating group, it is ortho-para directing. This is meta directing, this is meta directing, this is meta directing. What they have asked, ortho-para directing group among the following is NHCOCH3. Due to electron donation, there is electron are there on nitrogen, this electron can easily donated. So this is ortho-para directing group. So ortho-para directing group among the following is NHCOCH3. This is the D option is the correct option. Next question is, the strongest base among the following is. A option is these. Okay, A option, B option, C option and D option. Look at here, what they have asked, strongest base among the following. What is base? Base is electron donor. So here lone pair on nitrogen atom is available for the is involved in this resonating structure in the ring resonance. Okay, also here pyrrole, the lone pair on nitrogen atom is also involved in this way. Okay, in this way in the ring. Here also option D, this NH2 group, nitro group and amine group, this lone pair on nitrogen also involves in the resonance. Okay, delocalization of the electron. But look at option C, piperidine. Okay, there is no aromaticity, so there is no delocalization of electron of this on this nitrogen atom, and it's easily available for the donation. Since this is easily available for the donation, therefore the strongest base is piperidine. Look, electron donor is the base. In piperidine, these lone pairs can easily donate the electron pair, therefore strongest base. Therefore they are strongest base. In other conditions, you can see 1, 2 and 3. Everywhere the lone pair on our nitrogen atom is involved in the delocalization of, like these. Okay, like these. These are the this is the delocalization of the electrons. Okay, so these are not free electrons. Also on these are not free electrons. These are not free electrons. But in piperidine, these electrons are free electrons and can easily be donated. An electron donor is base, so stronger base is the piperidine. C option is the correct option. Okay, which of the following is the most acidic compound? 2017 question, NEET I think, or JEE, I don't remember exactly. So which of the following is the most acidic compound? Phenol, nitrophenol, trinitrophenol and 4-methyl phenol. Okay, now what is the question? Which of the following is the most acidic compound? Which is acid? Acid is proton donor is an acid. Okay, so which is easily possible? You look at here, there are 3 nitro groups, so 1, 2, 2 and 3. Due to these 3 nitro groups, this hydrogen, removal of hydrogen or proton is easily possible. Okay, because the electron density, they pull the electron density, therefore since they pull the electron density, the ease of availability of this proton is very easy. Therefore, the strongest acid is the C. Obviously, C is the correct option. Here, also possibility of phenol is also acidic. Also, this nitrophenol is also acidic. But here, three nitro groups are attached: 1, 2, and 3. Due to these three nitro groups, the more acidic this proton can easily be removed, and since it is easily removed, this is more acidic compound, obviously. Okay. The next question is nitration of aniline is nitration of aniline in strong acidic medium also gives meta nitroaniline because dot dot dot. Okay. Now nitration of aniline, we have to draw the structure. Nitration of aniline, this is the aniline, this is the nitration. Okay. What is the type of question? Nitration of aniline in strong acidic medium also gives meta nitroaniline. Look at here, nitration of aniline, generally amino group is the electron donating group. Since it is electron donating group, it should give ortho-para-directing. So ortho-para-directing is orthonitroaniline and paranitroaniline. But what is the question? Question is that nitration of aniline in strong acidic medium. This is the important. Okay, strong acidic medium. Strong acidic medium also gives meta nitroaniline. Okay, meta nitroaniline. So we will take strong acidic medium. This is aniline in strong acidic medium. A strong acidic medium means H plus. Okay, if it is H plus, obviously this lone pair on this nitrogen might attack this on the hydrogen and carries the proton, and therefore here anillium ion formation is there. Okay, since anillium ion formation is there, now the lone pair of nitrogen is not available, so it is also small amount of meta nitroaniline product is also possible due to anillium ion formation in acidic medium. Since this is possible, why this is possible? Because anillium ion formation, this is anillium ion. Okay, this is anillium ion. Due to the strong acidic medium, it forms the anillium ion, and due to anillium ion, it gives meta nitroaniline. So we will see the options. Option A is the in absence of the substituent, nitro group always go to meta position. No, in absence of the substitution, nitro group always go to meta position is not the correct. Okay, in absence of substitute, we always go nitro group. There is nitration of aniline, so there is no question of nitro group here. What the question is? Nitration of aniline. Okay, nitration of aniline always takes place at ortho-para directing. Okay, aniline is ortho-para directing, so ortho and para product we should get ortho and para product, but instead of that they have given in absence of substitution, nitro group always go to meta position. No, nitro group always does not go. Depends upon the substituent, which substituent is attached here. Okay, second is electrophilic substitution takes place, amino group is meta position. No, amino group is ortho-para directing, so ortho and para position, not meta position. Okay, so this option is the wrong option. Option C, in spite of the substituent, nitro group always go to only meta position. No, always not go to the meta position. It depends upon the substituent, which substituent is attached. Okay, number 4, in acidic medium, aniline is present as anillium ion. So this is our correct answer. Aniline is present as an anillium ion. This is the anillium ion. So due to the anillium ion, we get the meta nitroaniline. So option D, fourth option, is the correct option. In strong acidic medium, aniline present as the anillium ion. Okay. Now, next, which of the following carbocation is expected to be most stable? NEET 2018. Okay, these are the carbocations A, B, C, and D. Okay, which of the following question is which of the following carbocation is expected to be most stable? Look at here, everywhere nitro group is attached. Here para position, here ortho position, here para position, here meta position. Okay, now positive charge. Look at the positive charge. Here para position, here on the carbon next to the nitrogen, here carbon next to the nitrogen, here at meta position. Now the question carefully, read the question carefully. which of the following carbocation is expected to be most stable? Now, in order to answer this question, we should know NO2 group is a meta-directing group. So, substituent at meta position is most stable. Okay. So, substituent at meta position, where is here? Okay. A position. Substituent at meta position at A. So, answer A is the correct answer. Okay. Look, what is the question? Which of the following carbocation is expected to be most stable? Since nitro group, this is nitro group, and nitro group is a meta directing. This is ortho position, this is meta position, this is para position. So this substituent at meta position is most favorable position. Since substitution at meta position is most favorable, therefore this carbocation is the most stable carbocation. So option A is the correct option. Okay. Look at option B. Substituent at para position. Nitro group is meta directing and this is para position. So this is favorable? No, this is not favorable. Nitro group is meta directing. This is at para position. Is it favorable? No, it is not favorable. This is nitro group as meta directing. It is at ortho position. Substituent at ortho position. Is it favorable? No, it is not favorable. So A is the correct. Substituent at meta position is the favorable position. So this A option is the correct option. A is the correct option. Okay. Now next question, which is the least resonance? Okay, look at here, option A, B, C and D. Option A, resonating is possible. Yes, it is possible. There are two lone pairs of electron, resonance is possible. Here also resonance is possible. Okay, option D, resonance is possible. But here option D, here there is no delocalization possible because there is no driving force. Okay, there is no driving force. So option C is the correct option. Okay, least resonating structure, C is the correct option. Okay.